Are there extraterrestrials? Is there life on those other planets? We already know there are probably microbes, but is there intelligent life on other planets? And furthermore, if they exist, is God also their God?
Hey, Rodrigo, I'm not even a scientist. I'm not even an astronomer or an archaeologist. I don't even study paleontology. But I want to tell you this. For me, it's not impossible for them to exist. It's not impossible for it to exist.
Me neither.
What I hold deep inside me is that God is the origin of everything. For me, it doesn't matter if man came from a bacteria, from an amoeba, from a protozoan, if man came from a monkey, if man came from the Big Bang, if man came from a big explosion, from a process of rarefaction or condensation, if man came from a kinetic process. What matters to me is that everything has an origin, that it stopped being nothing and started to exist. Everything has an origin, everything has a beginning, everything has an origin and will have an end. And this origin for me is God.
So can we think, Father, that God also made extraterrestrials? That God also made beings who are now, at this moment, on another planet, far away?
I can think that God made everything because God's intelligence is inexhaustible, it's infinite. Our intelligence is limited. Our intelligence has limits of time and space. God's intelligence is capable of doing everything, including everything I can't even imagine, that I can't even think of. You know, there are two types of theology, Cataphatic theology and Apophatic theology. Cataphatic theology, let me explain. Cataphatic is?
Explain it so everyone can understand, please.
Cataphatic theology is when I speak about God in the ways I'm able to. That which is within the reach of human beings to say. Cataphatic theology. I speak about God through analogies, through comparisons with things that happen to us and among us. So, cataphatic theology is speaking about God in the ways I'm able to. It's what a human being is able to say. On the other hand, apophatic theology is the one that says, no matter how much I speak and comment and preach and study, God is always beyond, 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 beyond. There are many things about God that I can't talk about because God is always more, always more. Everything I say falls short of what God is because God is always beyond what my intelligence is capable of saying, preaching, or understanding. So God is creative. He's always beyond. He can create extraterrestrials. Well, if God was able to create creatures as ambiguous as us, and he loves us so immensely, so infinitely, he can create other creatures too, because God is always beyond what human intelligence wants to fit into a box.